Hi, I'm going to demonstrate from the same attack from the previous video, which is Mune Dori, but in Awase, and a technique called Kote Gaeshi. So it's quite interesting where you don't actually come to a position where the attacker is going to succeed to grip your gi. Now Awase, for those who don't practice Aikido, it means blending. It's that element of merging in one with the attacker. What that means is when the attacker comes and strikes, you think he's going to get it and it's empty, and at the same time it's all gone. So at this stage is that blending. It's not a case of he strikes and I move afterwards. That would be action reaction. So strike, move, that's too late. Strike, move, too late. Strike, strike. It's got the same action with a sword. Is sword up, now strike this way. So it's a blending exercise, which is a very difficult thing to do because it takes years and years of practice, and in order to understand this you have to practice Buken, Bukiwaza, study of the weapons, which is what Sato Sensei was teaching strongly, and balancing the weapons and taijutsu, everything is going together. I'm very lucky to have learned this Aikido with the weapons thanks to Andy Hathaway from the London Aikido Club, and I would say that it's important to find a good instructor because you get a solid basic, solid Aikido, and Aikido progresses way further. So if you're interested in learning Iwama, Ryu Aikido, that kind of very precise, and I know we're not allowed to use the word Iwama for political reasons, but it's Sato Sensei's Aikido, or that was as close as possible to O-Sensei Aikido. So anyway, coming back to Mune Dori Kote Gaeshi. So same manner, you present your body squarer. So you don't come into this position, just invite the attacker to either grip shoulders or grip or strike or anything. Now Mune Dori is identical to a ski because it may look like it, but it's important that the attacker really comes in mind to grip. And what happens is the Tori, person executing the technique, has moved offline and then stuck. So anyway, I'll demonstrate Mune Dori Kote Gaeshi, the Awase form. There. What is important is you deal with what you can't see, which is the back. Now you know what's going on. You make the strike. For hand, it's Kokyu. Kokyu. Elbow down. You don't do this, because if the arm is under the elbow, then it will be lifted off the ground. Elbow, meet his elbow. So when Uke is in that position, his elbow is against the other person's elbow. strike here. The strike is to prevent uke from going around. Strike kind of preoccupies the attacker to remain where he is. Now the turning point is not too far away, because you're losing the center point. And I explain, if you move too far away, I can strike. So here, I'm in the grip, you move too far away, I can strike. But if you use a center point, my weight will go towards the center point. And that is very important, because returning, this is the center point. So it remains here. That's important. Now uke has been stretched. Elbow here, not above. So his arm is underneath, he can get in. Elbow here. It's actually a really good position. Posture is power, which is what frequently Andy Hathaway says a lot. Posture is power. So here, not this, not this, not this. Good posture. Grip. Strike. There. You step back. And then twist it. Twist it. What is important is, don't think of Kote Gaeshi from the start. Because if you're thinking of Kote Gaeshi from the start, you end up doing something like this. Your posture is affected. Think sword. It comes. Strike. Sword. So it's a cut. When you do taijutsu, think of bukiwaza. When you do bukiwaza, think of taijutsu. And that's why it's so strongly interlinked together. They can't be separated. What I find fascinating, and to me, is the strong evidence that hanmi is the same. Same with the ken. Same. Sato sensei taught what O-sensei was teaching him for 23 years, I think, and doing one-on-one tuition. So this is really important. There are different kame. This one square. Invite him. This is a feeling. Here, right hand. Grip to your center. The hand is not here, because you have an effective uke's balance. If I see that, do my arm and strike back. But if I am into this position, into his center, I'm stuck. And it's interesting because when you use a center point, you feel very strong here, and uke gravity is shifting onto his front leg. So he's stuck. That is important. If you move away from the gravity, then you've lost that edge. Okay, you can strike all sorts of things. So it's keeping him stuck there, and at the same time I'm dealing with potential attacker. Still there, and if you do the pin, it's not suddenly head to the ground. It's always one against many. One against many. So important. And when you see that, you kind of realize it makes sense. So right there. I hope this helps, that you've been able to see the use of the hips, hands, positioning of the feet, and how to affect your partner's balance. And that can be done on your own. If you've got a space, try.